Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are in good health. Today we will do exercise 9a book 2 question number 2. Question number 2 is saying state the coordinates of the final image when the point A minus 1 comma 3, this is the point A, is reflected. It means we have to reflect, we have to make the image of this point A. And how we have to make the image? First of all, first thing you need to understand that whenever you have to reflect any point, the first thing should come in your mind that if you are going to reflect any point, you are going to find the image of any point. So against which line you will reflect it, which will be the what will be the line of reflection. It is, if it is x-axis, if it is y-axis, or any other thing. So whenever you are going to reflect any point, first thing should come in your mind that against which line we have to reflect it, against y-axis or against x-axis. So here it is, they are saying that we have to reflect this A minus 1 comma 3 first of all against x-axis and then against y is equal to 4. Two lines we have to work with first. This is the first part. And second part is saying that again state the coordinates of the final image. Final image means whatever the image will come, we will find the image of the image. We will not find the image of the point in afterwards. Once we will get the image, we will work with the image of the image. I will tell you how to. So in part 2, it is saying that state the coordinates of the final image when the point this is reflected in the line y is equal to 4. It means after doing part 1, we have to find the image of this point against this line and then against x-axis. So the same point is given. This point will be reflected against first of all this axis, x-axis, and then against this y is equal to 4. Once it's done, then we will again reflect this point first of all with y is equal to 4 and then against with x-axis. After doing all this activity, we have to tell that is the answer in part 1 and part 2 same or not. So we will check how we can do this. So for this we need a graph paper. So let's start. So as you can see, we have this A point minus 1 comma 3. We have to reflect this point against x-axis and then against y is equal to 4. These two lines we will work on first. So let's see, we have, for this we have to plot our point, that where this minus 1 comma 3 will be plotted. So you can see this is x and this is y. So on the graph, I have graph of x-axis, y-axis, x dash and y dash. As you people already know that x dash and y dash are having negative values and x and y having positive values. So like this I have made the graph for you. So we need to plot this minus 1 and comma 3 first of all. So minus 1 of x and 3 of y-axis. So by doing rise and run, I will get a point, this point. I'm going to bold it somehow for you. This point A is my point on which I have to make its image. This is A point. Now I have to find the image of this point against x-axis first of all. So for this, observe that where is x-axis? This is your x-axis. This is your line of reflection already drawn for you. So you need to check the distance among this point and this line of reflection. Check the distance between these, the gap between from 0 to 1, from 0 to 1, one gap, second gap, third gap. You will just count it like this: 1, 2, 3. 3 gaps are there from this line of reflection to this A point. So as we are going to find the reflection means image. Image is always opposite to the object. So if it is going upwards 3 points, it will go downwards 3 points as well to find its image in the same leak, like this. This is your A point and it will come down 3 points upwards of the line of reflection and 3 points downwards it will come. Like see, this is a point. So from here line of reflection I will start counting 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, we got a point of the image of A. This is the image of A and I will name it as A dash. And if you observe, I am having the coordinate pair of -1, comma 3 of A. And as I told you in question number 1 that whenever we are having line of reflection x-axis, so there is no change in x, only y will be changed. So you can see over here I got a coordinate pair for A dash as well, -1, comma 3. -1, comma -3. You can see like this that A was given -1, comma 3, and on the graph I have just told you that I have found its image that is giving me -1, comma -3 against x-axis line of reflection. And when the x-axis is the line of reflection, as the line of reflection is x-axis, so you can see axis remains same and y is being changed. The rules which I have told you. So let's start. We have done this. A was the object and we found the image of A, that becomes A dash, and its coordinate pair is -1, comma -3. We were asked to find a reflection image against x-axis and then against y is equal to 4. So against x-axis we are done with. And now we will find the image against y is equal to 4. For this y is equal to 4, you need to observe that is there a line of reflection y is equal to 4 in this graph? No, we have to draw our line y is equal to 4 by ourselves. So check in the line of y-axis where it is 4. This is the 4, and we will draw a line of reflection by ourselves where y is equals to 4, like this. This is our exact line. We will call it as y is equals to 4. And now we have to reflect the final image. This was our final image, and we have to reflect this final image against this line. Now again check the distance between this line and this final image. So how you will check? Start counting the gap among the points, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I repeat, from the distance from this final image, we have to count the distance between the points till this line of reflection, that is y is equals to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This 7 gap. So again, I told you reflection's image is already opposite to the object. So we will move upwards the same number of points we have counted in this side. So let's start counting here. 7 points were there. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means this will be the point. In the same direction, look, in the same direction, we got this point, this point. And I will name this point as A double dash. And its coordinate pair, you can see, its coordinate pair is what? -1 and 11. -1 and 11 become its coordinate pair. So what we have done in this question, we were given with an object that was A -1, comma 3. We found its reflection against x-axis and we got this A dash. While counting the distance between these 3 gaps were there, 1, 2, 3, 4. The gap among the point and the line of reflection was 1, 2, 3, and we counted the distance opposite to it again, 1, 2, 3, and we got the point A dash. And the final image we have made here, that is A double dash. It is getting -1, comma 11, while against the line of reflection which was y is equals to 4. So let's write the coordinate pairs that we are getting. A double dash -1, comma 11 against the line of reflection y is equals to 4. Now in part 2 of the same question, Again we have object a minus 1 comma 3. We have to find the reflection of this point against, first of all, y is equal to 4 and then on x-axis. So let's start. You can observe here this is the point a minus 1 comma 3 against which we have to find its reflection against y is equal to 4, and this is the y is equal to 4. And now check the distance, between this point and this y is equal to 4, and you will get only one unit distance. One unit distance is there. So of course you have to move upwards the one distance as well to find the image of this point. So it will be here 1 and opposite to it again 1. So I will get it using the scale. This point exactly parallel to this, and I will name it as a triple dash, and its coordinate pair is minus 1 comma 5. A triple dash minus 1 comma 5. We have reflected this point against y is equal to 4, and an image becomes this. And now we will again find the image of this final image using x-axis. Now check how much gap is between from triple dash to x-axis, because now our line of reflection is x-axis. So let's start counting from this a triple dash, the gap between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against x-axis, because our line of reflection is x-axis now. So 5 units are there, so we will move down the same number of units like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly the same. Parallel to this point will be there. So I will name this as a tetra dash. So you can see the coordinate pair is minus 1 comma minus 5. So against this image or final image, we have found the name of this is minus 1 comma minus 5 when the line of reflection is x-axis. So this was a final question. Firstly, we have given a point. We were supposed to find its line image against x-axis. We found this, and then this final image we found its reflection again, and against y is equal to 4. Then we found this. Afterwards, part 2 was saying that again with the same point find the reflection against y is equal to 4 first and then on x-axis. So we did this in front of you. And next they are asking you for the part B that tell that whether they are part 1 and part 2, they are same or not. As you can see, there is no coordinate point same to each other. Both of them are different against because their line of reflections were different. As the point was the same, but the line of reflections were different. That's why their images are also different. So I hope you got all the points which I have told you. Do practice once again. It would be easier for you if you will do more and more practice. Take care. Allah Hafiz.